Hello and welcome back to Pravus Gaming and Civilization Brave New World, playing as Denmark. Oh, I see you, Persian missionary. Go ahead and convert Braga if you want. Those are some Catholic pagans. I don't really care about them. We are Sikhs here, okay? You want to pay me for my sugar? How about 6? 5, really?
No.
Alright, fine. 5 gold per turn. I'm not doing anything with that sugar at this point. I have no use for open borders, so how about 6? There you go. 6 gold per turn for that as well. Sometimes it's not really about me needing that much money as much as draining the opponent of some extra stuff. Now, Persia just became the host, which is good. First off, they're going to like me for that. Second, I can dethrone them at any time if I want to, and Venice does not get themselves in a super powerful position. Porcelain Tower, sure. Let's start working on it now. I'd like to get it before any of the other AIs are able to get it. Persia should be happy with me for that. They're concerned about my warmongering. They overlook modest warmongering because Persia's somewhat warmongering themselves. Attila, for example, the Hun should also be a similar situation. Can't steal from the Huns. They have no technology that's useful to me. Let's see. That means that basically nobody has anything useful to me at all, is what I'm hearing. Okay. Let's go ahead and send this guy to Malacca and start generating some influence down over there. Alright, sciences funding, ban luxury cotton. Well, I don't want them to do that, and I'm pretty sure a couple people are going to vote for sciences funding as it is. So I'm going to try to downvote the luxury of cotton, because that actually is providing 4 happiness for me. Without it, I will actually go into the red. Not by much, but a little bit. And I'd like to avoid that. It passed. A lot of people voted yay for some reason. And science funding failed, because Venice really did not want that for some reason. Not a huge deal. I wasn't really relying on science funding to begin with, so I don't care, I guess. It's just sort of surprising. That's not how those AI votes usually work out. People really, really wanted to ban cotton for some reason. And, whoop, I can no longer purchase Cathedral? Why not? Because I can't purchase it in Braga? Is that what you're saying? Alright. Oh, it's because I bought one, I think, already. Well, maybe not. Alright, mosques it is. Moving on. We'll continue to explore down here. Anyway, yeah, usually I can predict the AI votes, and basically everybody who would have voted for science funding also for some reason voted to ban cotton. I don't understand that. I have the most technologies right now, which is good. Scientific theory just finished, which means I should be able to press my advantage even further, which makes me a very happy panda. I'm thinking we're going to start rushing toward dynamite, though. Artillery are not to be underestimated. I adore artillery. It is so strong. So strong. Being able to attack things from 3 tiles away, especially cities. I can start hammering the crud out of Geneva, and I will not take any losses if I do that. So, rigged elections in Colombo, so that increased my influence a teensy bit. Not enough to unseat anybody as an ally, of course, but enough to do a bit of work. Braga's working on a Colosseum right now. I guess I'll just continue to explore into the unknown territory with my caravel. A great artist has been born. Let's go ahead and make use of that. I'll pop up my tourism to 16. Now, one thing that always bothers me in this game, if there's any leftover territory on my continent, I think it's fairly safe to say that eventually somebody's going to try to settle here. Germany, Portugal, I don't know. Somebody's going to see this and say, ooh, look, a little bit of unclaimed land. Let's go ahead and settle. And I'm going to be like, what the heck are you doing settling in my backyard? This is my backyard. You're not welcome here. Go away. All right, public schools, absolutely the way to go right now. I really want to get my happiness under control, and for that, getting an ideology is key. And I would like to annex some cities so that I can hopefully start growing them a bit better. Like Coimbra, for example, is still only at population 6. They really shouldn't be there. Also, I forgot to buy a factory a while ago. That was dumb. Let's fix that right now. Buy. Boom! We now have 3 factories. Is it 3 or 4 to get an ideology? It's been a long time since I played Civ. I'm thinking I get an ideology now, yes? I do. Fantastic. So, what do we want? That is a good question. What do we want? Well, autocracy is good for a very aggressive military style. but I'm not really intending on using diplomacy for a victory condition. Culture, everybody can do. Autocracy has a lot of really good abilities, a lot of really good tenants that would give me some good happiness, some good offensive capabilities. Freedom is not what I'm going for right now. I'm not going for diplomacy, I'm not going for culture, which is pretty much the two things that freedom is the best at. Honestly, order is the most sensible thing to do, and frankly, it'd be nice to break up my typical streak of doing freedom, because I think in the last 3 series I've done freedom. So order is what we're going to go with. Let's do order. We are now socialist, communist, whatever the heck you want to say. Let's go to our ideology and add some tenants and get some happiness. Socialist realism. Everybody has a monument. This could be nice. So this would give me... what, an extra 14 happiness? That's huge. Not bad. So yeah, let's do socialist realism. And I could do skyscrapers, and that severely reduces the cost of purchasing buildings. I could also increase the rate that my great people are born, which is also good. So young pioneers will be useful later. So, skyscrapers are hero of the people. I'm not looking to buy a lot of things yet, so I'm saying hero of the people for now. Let's get those points building up. And we are now up to a positive happiness, which is good. I'm going to go ahead and annex Coimbra. And that took me down 4 happiness. So my unrest is currently messing with me, but that won't last for too long until a courthouse is built, which I actually can just buy for 600 gold. In that case, skyscrapers actually would have been useful, but oh well, you live, you learn. There we go. So my happiness situation is figured out. We are back up to 5, and the city is under my control. Venice just stole metallurgy. I'm going to tell them to back the heck off. Stop spying on me. Thank you. Why was he all hunched over? You look suspicious when you do things like that, Enrico Dandolo. You look suspicious. I don't recommend you do that anymore. Coimbra's working on a castle. I mean, I guess I'll let you finish, but not my priority. Oh, you're going to denounce me, are you? You wanna do that? Because what's going to happen is I'm going to declare war on you, and you're going to be a very, very unhappy person because I can steamroll you. Hey, Mount Kalish found. That's an extra bit of happiness for me for just discovering it. We found a barbarian. This late in the game? Whatever. Free thought. I would say let's get a tenant, and there's some options for that. Academy of Sciences is good. Party leadership is meh. It's like having the God King in all of your cities. Meh. New cities starting with extra population is good if I want to start settling more stuff. Factories, however, is fantastic. I'm actually going to get this. Workers' faculties. Factories increase the city's science production by 25%. That alone is humongous and actually surpasses the advantage of free thought, giving me extra science for my universities. Also, I build factories in half the time, which means that I can get my factories out in, say, Coimbra, for example, a lot faster, and now I'm up to almost 300 science per turn. Let's get ourselves a public school. The scientist, I'm going to actually have you just sit tight for now. I do not want to get military sciences for free. I don't want to rush that. Dynamite, however, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter, technically. No, you know what? It actually doesn't matter. Let's go ahead and just discover the technology directly. It'll give me a set amount of science pretty much no matter what, and it'll automatically contribute toward dynamite. So I can still bump ahead no matter what. It's not quite the same thing as I was thinking it was. It's not like the Oxford University. Why are you upset at me? What is Germany upset at me for? What do you have to be upset at? I ain't done nothing. All right, let's get ourselves a factory. Oh, that 25% boost to science is such a sexy thing. It doesn't matter much in Coimbra, but man, is it good. Is it good or what? Do I want to annex something else? Braga, for example. I could buy myself a courthouse if I want. Not thinking that's a high priority yet, though. So I'm going to ignore that. One thing that Braga has not been doing is getting a lighthouse so I can get these darn whales. I mean, come on. Why haven't you gotten me whales? I want my whales. I really would love to steal some of these cities away from Venice, you know? It would take a lot of money to do so. But I would enjoy that. He has really strong hold on some of them, though. Bratislava is probably one that I would like to take. Colombo is one I have an advantage toward, but it's still another 130 influence. I mean, that's just rough. I would have to, like, enact a coup, which is something I have not done very often in Brave New World. Okay, so we have another great writer. That's fantastic. Let's just set you guys to auto work and get ourselves another great work of writing. Also, my happiness just took a dump. Why? Copper just ended, and that's interesting. Barbarians plundered a trade route. Why are there still barbarians in this world? I can no longer get mosques? What do you mean? Metallurgy was just stolen. Let's get Kabul back under our control and take their pearls for a luxury resource. Okay. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and send my caravel this direction and see if we can find that barbarian. You want sugar. No. I don't think so. 3 gold per turn isn't worth it to me. I would have said, like, yeah, I want your embassy, but, I mean, come on. Let's get some zoos out here because my happiness is starting to become a problem, and I don't want that because that severely reduces both my production and science generation, I think, is how that works. Was it science or gold production? Maybe not. I think maybe science is affected if you don't have enough money. I guess I kind of have to keep doing this because I really need that salt for my happiness, which I'm starting to go down again. So, yeah, okay, growth, I'm sorry. When happiness is a problem, growth goes down lots. So my gold and production output just takes a dump, and cities have a really hard time growing, hence why Coimbra is going to take 712 turns to grow. I'm really hoping that there are not going to be 712 turns left in this game. Great Engineer has been born in Copenhagen, so I'm going to let you just sleep there for a minute. Are there anything I want? Big Bang? Big Bang. Big Ben! Big Ben is what I meant to say. I mean, cost of gold purchasing in all cities reduced by 15% would save me money. I'm not sure it's a very high priority, though. Are there any other wonders that are upcoming that I would want instead? The Eiffel Tower, for example. Probably is a good option. Broadway... I'm Order, so I would get the Kremlin. Nobody else has an ideology yet, though, so I don't feel the need to rush the Kremlin. The Louvre is not useful to me. I mean, I could rush Big Ben just for the sake of the money and the great merchant points. Have I gotten a single great merchant in this game? I have not. It's not even really that useful to me. Brandenburg Gate would give me scientist points, but that's all I would do with it, really, is just work towards scientist points, which apparently is all I'm doing already, so whatever. I don't know. I don't really know what to do with this Great Engineer right now. I really do not. XP in all units built in the city is nice, but not a strictly important deal. Let's get a national epic going, because that's good. I won't use my Great Engineer for it, obviously, but it's still quite good. Hang on just one real second. I need to pause for just a moment. Okay, sorry about that. We are back. I had to check the clock on some stuff. I've got other things going on, foods in the ovens and whatever else. Malacca and Colombo elections were rigged, and I have dynamite, which basically means kaplow, kaplow. I have artillery, which means I am extremely dangerous now. Only 2, but you know, that's nothing to be too snide about, because 2 artillery at this point in the game could utterly annihilate these losers. Let's get navigation. The seaports are actually quite good for some of these cities. Continue to explore over here. Geneva's tucked into a very nicely secured... Oh, Darius built Big Ben. Well, I guess that wasn't an option to begin with, so I'm glad we didn't do that. Do I want to continue trading with someone like Colombo? Sure. Why not? I probably should pledge to protect some of these things, actually. Shouldn't I? Yeah. Pledge to protect Malacca. Pledge to protect Colombo. Pledge to protect Bratislava. There you go. Okay. Before I declare war on some of these guys, like Venice, I would like to steal away some, if not all, of their city-state friends. Be a good use of my time. Opera House? Zoo? A little extra culture is never a bad thing. I'm thinking a zoo, though. Gotta focus down that happiness. It's gonna get easier over time. Like, my ideology will give me some of these options. Of course, had I gotten, autocracy, I would have had the ability to get happiness out of things like castles and stuff instead. But this will give me happiness from monuments, also some of my production buildings and stuff, which I've already got plenty of, so... Enrico Dondolo is plotting against me, is he? Well, he did denounce me, so I guess I'm not that surprised. I guess I'm just not that threatened either, because he's a loser. Losing grasp on Kabul, let's fix that before anything bad happens. Rifling, yes. I will get rifling for the Norwegian ski infantry. They will slide down over the mountain into Geneva. They'll never see it coming. Like, literally, they will literally never, ever see it coming. Alright, let's go ahead and bring my caravel down this direction, then. As a defensive force against, say, his galleass. I don't care that the Persian prophet just converted this guy from Catholicism. Not a big deal to me. We'll continue to trade with Kabul because it's actually worth the most money right now. One advantage to taking the freedom ideology is the ability to continue generating influence with a city-state just by trading with them. Germany, huh? That was a mistake. Shouldn't do things like that. Stop spying on me. Okay. There we go. And we can purchase something with faith, huh? Okay. Well, where would we do such a thing, I wonder? A cathedral, for example? Not bad. I would rather have something like a pagoda, probably. Who has pagodas? What does Zoroastrianism even have? Holy Order, charitable missions, monasteries, and mosques. They've got the mosques, then. It's Catholicism that has the pagodas, and those are pretty good. What to do with you? I'm not really sure. Okay. I don't need the extra slots of art, so I'm gonna wait. This was Zoroastrianism a little bit ago, and I would have been able to purchase a mosque in Aarhus, but I can't do that now. So next time I annex a city, then I'll take care of that. Until then, I don't know. Let's get a constabulary in some of these cities, because people... Whoops, that's not one, that's a caravanserai. Because people are stealing my tech, and I'm feeling especially upset by that. I don't like being robbed blind. I do not. It is not my favorite pastime. Public schools. Freaking heck yes. And my... Kabul. What are you trying to do? Wow, you gave him a lot of gold. Here's 1,000 gold. You can't take my Kabul from me. That is mine. Let's get free thought, or, hang on, do I want happiness from... No. No. Let's get free thought. That should be a big boost to my science. I'm now up to 481 per turn. Ban luxury salt. Enrico Dondolo, once again, has a lot of city-states on his side. He's really using his money to his advantage to take a diplomatic path, which is not unexpected. But it's also not great for me. I honestly... one thing I don't know about Venice, he may have a lot of puppeted cities, but if I went and just took Venice, the city itself, just the capital, would he be knocked out of the game? I'm somehow getting the feeling that yes, he would. In which case, I absolutely want to do that. So, if he's my biggest diplomatic threat right now, and geographic threat. So removing him from the game actually wouldn't even be a bad idea. They banned more stuff. Gosh dang it, why is everyone so eager to ban all of these wonderful, wonderful luxury resources? I mean, salt is amazing. Have you had salt? Have you ever had salt? It's awesome. Salt belongs in everything. Well, virtually everything. You can't overdo it, but it's the forbidden seasoning in my household. But Darius I, I'm sorry, I cannot justify a war against the Persians. It's too far away. I have the most wonders in the game. Enrico has 4, and I know exactly where they're all located. So taking those would actually do wonders for my tourism later in the game. Harbors, no. Actually, I would need that if I want to get a seaport, wouldn't I? And you actually have a couple of resources that would benefit from having a seaport. Yeah, let's go ahead and get that harbor then. I'll work toward a seaport, and you know what? I wouldn't mind being able to build some... I wouldn't mind building some... naval units. That's the word I was looking for. Some naval units a little bit more effectively from a seaport. Do I already have gold? I do not remember if I already have gold or not. Will you offer me gold? You will. Gold is good. That fixes my happiness issue for a little bit. Even if I'm not getting money out of it, who cares? I'm getting 110 per gold as it is. Not even a big deal. Not even a big deal. I'm going to get the Musicians Guild in Aarhus. And then I'm going to go ahead and call the episode here. Thank you guys for watching. This has been Pravus with Civilization Brave New World playing as Denmark. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. It really does help. And I will see you guys next time.